share with us a timeline for this whole exercise?
Well, I think we are at the initial phase where the the conversation will be more open and unstructured. This is to allow Singaporeans to raise issues that are, of any nature and any issue that are of concern to them. Now, we will do this for about 30 dialogue sessions that will stretch up to maybe January, February or March next year. And then thereafter, we will identify the themes which emerge from this process. And then we will move on to a second phase where we will involve even more Singaporeans to discuss these very specific themes and what we can do together, as a government, as a community, as families and as individuals. Well, I think we are used to certain format of conducting such dialogues, and therefore it is understandable that some Singaporeans will find it a little unstructured at this phase. But I do think that we should try a new format to see how best we can bring out the diverse viewpoints. And I think if we are patient, I think we will see better results. I hope that we'll see better results in the coming months. There are many Singaporeans who have actually who are already participating quite actively in this process, and they have told me that they have found it to be meaningful. And I do urge many more Singaporeans to come forward.
Minister, why was this format chosen?
Yes. Well, this is to allow different issues to surface, and also to allow Singaporeans to have a conversation among ourselves. This is not a top-down process. This is a more bottom-up process, and it is important for Singaporeans to not only to speak their minds, but also to hear from fellow Singaporeans. As you can see, there are diverse viewpoints even on a single issue, and it is important for us as a people to appreciate and respect the views of others. But on important issues which affect our common future, I hope that we can continue the conversation, and we can then, come together to come to some agreement on the key direction that we should pursue together as a people. Well, as I mentioned, I think from today's dialogues, I found it interesting that I think, on the one hand, Singaporeans would like to continue to make progress, to continue to do well, to excel, in certain areas. But at the same time, I also sense a strong desire to build a more caring and gracious and inclusive society. And those, I think, reflect important changes in our value system over the years. And I found it very constructive.
Yes. That emerge, they can be quite sort of general motherhood statements, right? We want to be happy, we want to be inclusive.
Right.
I mean, are you concerned that will we really be kind of looking at kind of contentious issues, things that have deep, maybe even controversial issues that we're facing?
Well, I think what is important for us is to understand the purpose behind some of the questions, the purpose and the meaning behind some of the issues which are raised. You're right that we cannot just treat it at a superficial level. We have to go deeper into some of this issue, and that's why it is important for us to hold many more conversations, to be as inclusive as possible, to reach out to as many people as possible, so that we have a better appreciation of the diversity in our society, and then to bring this together back again, to find the common themes which matter most to most Singaporeans, and to then drill deeper into each of those key themes. So the work has just begun. Yeah.